Hey everyone, so my friend Kelly and I are cooking a little dinner for our friend Naomi. She's turning, oh my god, I want to say 24.
Yeah.
So on the menu we are having tuna kabobs, which are super easy to make, and so I'm going to demonstrate how I make them. I purchased the sun-kissed chunk light tuna, and I like it because it's in water, and all I did was open up the can and press out the extra bit of water. And I have my tuna right here. And I also use, it's a Giant brand onion recipe soup mix. And we're gonna use half of the packet. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your tuna, which you've squeezed the water out, and you're just gonna dump it in any sort of pan, bowl that you have. So you're just gonna add tuna. I used 3 cans of tuna. That makes about 10 tuna kabobs. So just get all your tuna in there, and then you're gonna grab an egg, and I use half an egg because it's just too watery with the whole egg. So you're just gonna crack open your egg, and then you're just gonna pour in, just try to squish up your egg a little. I just split it up and just pour in half the egg.
Yum.
Looks like the whole egg went in, so we can just take out extra.
We're professionals, clearly.
We'll live. Nothing bad with it. All right. So you grab your onion recipe soup mix. You can make a French onion dip with it, soup. I make tuna kabobs with it. All right. You're just gonna sprinkle in about half of it. All right. So there's still some in there. All right. And then I'm gonna add some. I bought some cilantro. Bought it at Giant. I just took a little bunch of it. And so I'm just gonna add a bit of cilantro. And then here we have some turmeric. This adds a bit of color, flavor. So we're just gonna add about, just using a teaspoon, so a little bit, half of it in there. And then we have chili powder. Obviously it adds a little kick to it. So just throw that in there. And then here comes the fun part. We're gonna mix it all together. You'll have tuna hands for about 4 hours, so just make sure you don't have any...
We don't judge.
Don't have any fun plans for afterwards, right? So you're just gonna go in and mix away. They're gonna be really good. You won't even notice that you're eating tuna. Thanks, Kelly.
Paper towels are ready at the hand.
Thanks, Kelly. All right, so I used the tuna and I made patties. And so to make the patties, you just kind of grab a chunk of the tuna and you sort of want to play around with it. It does get messy. My hands are pretty gross.
And stanky.
I mean, the place smells like tuna. But thankfully, when they cook, they taste less like tuna. I don't know if that makes it any better, but... So anyway, so you just want to like play around with the tuna and just form a patty shape. So,
think Play-Doh.
Yeah. It's like the stinky Play-Doh. So.
Play-Doh is stinky by nature.
But you can eat this, except for the raw egg. So then you can form like a ball, and you want it to be a smooth ball. So all the corners are tucked in, no jagged edges. And then all you're going to do is just smush it down and then go all the way around and tuck in the corner. So you just use your fingers, play around with it.
Like a crab cake.
Yeah, get a nice firm shape, because when you fry it, you don't want it to fall apart. So there you go, we're almost done. We only have one more to do. So up next, we're gonna fry these bad boys and serve them with naan and a yogurt dip. All right, so now we're gonna fry the kebabs. So I just used just a regular pan and I set it to a medium setting. And we're just adding a little teeny bit of vegetable oil. So you just want to get that in there, and then you're just going to move the pan around so it's evenly coated all the way around, right? And then you're just going to let that sit for a bit, and then you're going to grab your patties, give them just a nice little
reassuring
pat down. It's going to be okay. And just gonna stick them in there. Right, just gonna give it a little pat. Just gonna go ahead and put like a couple more in there, just to get things going. I'm really scared of frying things. I try not to get too close to the action. Like, just stay back and observe, but we'll see.
Do you have enough oil?
I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work.
Our pans kind of suck.
So you just wanna, oh God, I hope nothing falls apart because that'd be sad.
Let's be careful.
Just kind of give it a little flip, see what's getting nice and golden brown, so we know something's going on in there. And thankfully we only have a little bit of raw eggs, so you just want to get them a nice golden brown before they're done. Yeah, it's really hard to get them over, but you just kind of flip them over, see, nice and golden. Does anyone know how to flip them over properly? I don't.
Serve the liver.
And how does it work?
Julia Childs would know.
Yeah, let's call her up.
Yo, Julie. Yo, Jules. J-Girl.
Call her.
J-Wow. Yo, J-Wow.
They don't cook, even though, like, they come from families that cook, like Sunday dinner. Have you guys seen that? Like, all they do is, like, put some meat on, add some their special red sauce.
It's probably Prego.
Yeah, like, where do they hide the bottles? Like, someone needs to check their trash.
It's probably
And then Minnie's mom comes over and, like, she brings all this pre-cooked food. Like, where did she ditch the takeout containers? Like, oh God.
Oh God.
All right, see how they're golden brown? That's kind of the effect you want, but you don't want them to fall apart. So.
Oh God. Oh God.
We're gonna film the final product. Okay.
All right, done.
All right, so actually Kelly had to take over the frying. I'm
New sheriff in town.
Yeah, I'm slightly terrified of frying. So what we actually ended up doing was that we added a lot more oil. And so the patties are behaving and they're not falling apart.
You have to be one with the pan.
Yeah, like the ones I made aren't terrible, but I mean, you know.
Your mom would.
My mom would so disapprove.
I'm the favorite child.
Yeah, my mom's gonna watch this video and be like, there's so much you could have done
Your
better.
white girl
Yep.
shook you up.
Yep. So the patties are almost done. See how they're a nice golden brown. And
Brownies are next.
yay, we're gonna make brownies next. All right, how do I turn this off?
Oh, press the button again.
All right, so up next, we're actually gonna make Gabriella's FML brownies. I just think the name is actually pretty hilarious. So make sure you guys go and check out her blog for awesome ideas. And so I'll put the URL with the rest of the video. So go ahead and check it out. But her brownies look awesome. Yep, there's her blog. So Kelly is gonna go ahead and get started on them. Yay. All right, so basically the concept of FML brownies are you make the brownie mix just like how you would make a regular brownie, and then you just go ahead and...
Like a southern accent. And
oh God. And then you add cookie dough and you add icing. So they'll be foodgasmic and delicious.
the stuff that bad nights are made of.
Yep. Alright, so the next thing we're going to make is Gabriella's FML brownies. Look at these brownies. They are absolutely fudgy and they look delicious. So Kelly's going to go ahead and do this part, and all we're going to do is just make regular brownies like how you would make brownies, and we're going to add cookie dough and icing.
These are not regular brownies. These are original Supreme premium brownie mix with Hershey's chocolate.
Yeah, so basically they're going to be double awesome. So we're going to make these for dessert.